Hi everyone. Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Hi, Dragon. No, we'll be starting in 2 minutes like usual. Oh, we only solved 32 puzzles? That's weird, I thought we solved 35.
So did I.
Huh. So I hope you're all ready for puzzles. And being reminded of them. Okay, 2 minutes. Time to start. Okay, so
Yay.
first thing I'm gonna do is go over some things that we didn't read before. Let's see. Claudia found. It was a long struggle that cost Luke some scratches to his face and perhaps his pride, but we finally managed to catch Claudia. I think now it would be appropriate to make our way back to the mansion and inform Lady Dahlia of our success. I already did that. Let's see. The murder. Upon our return to Reinhold Manor, we were greeted with the awful news of Simon's murder. Seeing Lady Dahlia's distress, I've agreed to search the village for her missing servant. The inspector investigating the murder seems to suspect I had something to do with it. Beyond the clock tower. A large gate bars the way through the base of the clock tower. In order to investigate the north side of the village, it is imperative that we make our way through the gate. But how do we get through? Let's see, new mysteries. Tiny cogs. A small cog with an intricately carved insignia was recovered from the scene of Simon's murder. Perhaps the murderer dropped it when fleeing the scene. And Lady Dahlia. Baron Reinhold's late wife Violet is pictured cradling a baby in a photograph on Lady Dahlia's desk. While the two women seem to be complete strangers to each other, their resemblance to each other is too uncanny to be chance. What's really going on here? We have quite a number of painting pieces now. Let's do the corners first. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Something tells me this either goes in the bottom left or the top right. Because I think there's going to be a window in this scene. Still don't have nearly enough pieces to make sense of it. Well, anyway, you done eating?
Almost.
Okay. I guess I'll just take a look around. I have just had it. Would someone please stop that awful racket? I guess we spoke to him already. That guy gets so worked up that he turns red like a tomato. He looks so dumb. I get the feeling there's something I'm supposed to do with her, because when I click on her, a red exclamation point pops up, and that only happens when there's a puzzle available. At least I thought so. And maybe it just happens every time you find something interactable. Hey there, gents. Out looking for something again? We were called to St. Mystere to locate the golden apple. We came all the way from London, but we keep getting sidetracked by unrelated matters. We haven't made any progress in our investigation. Sorry to hear things aren't going smoothly. Well, you like puzzles, don't you? You'll fit right in here. I'm breaking a sweat here trying to keep things together. Would you mind helping me out with the problem? I have some milk I need to divvy up, but my measuring cup seems to have grown legs and walked away. Do you have any ideas how I might get myself out of this little pickle? So another one of these 50 pickerots. On the counter we have a 10-quart pitcher full of milk, an empty 7-quart pitcher and an empty 3-quart pitcher. The pitchers are unmarked and your task is to divide the 10 quarts of milk so that both the 10-quart and 7-quart pitcher are each holding exactly 5 quarts. Okay, so, you ready to go?
Yeah, do me a favor, put the 10 into the 7. And then the 7 into the 3. Now put the 3 into the 10. The 10 into the 7 again. Okay, now that... Put the 7 into the 3. The 3 into the 10. The 7 into the 3 again.
You okay over there? What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Matt's still cooking, so it's gonna be noisy a little. Okay, put the 3 into the 6. Oh well, 10. And then put the 10 into the 7. I'm just playing around with the numbers, seeing what we can end up. Yeah,
well,
back to this.
It doesn't do any good if we have a 3 and a 7.
Yeah. Put the 7 into the 3. What can we do other than this? Do you have any ideas?
Let me take some time to fiddle around with it. Okay, using that method we can get just 1 quart in here. If I went ahead and I poured the rest of this into that, I'd just end up with 7 and 3 again. But I can pour this into here and get 4. But then there doesn't seem to be any way to make any progress at this point. No matter what I do, I'll just end up with like 7 and 3 again, or 6 and 4.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Okay, get 1 back in the middle again. Okay, put the 3 into the 6. Put the 1 into the 0. Now put the 10 into the 7.
Wait, we got it.
Wait. There we go. Yay!
I think I've got it.
Woo!
I did it.
That was an annoying puzzle to start the episode off with. Shortest possible solution requires 9 moves. Thanks a bunch, now I can finally start on those scones. There must be some way I can return the favor. Well, this being a restaurant and all, come by and eat whenever you like. It's on the house. Strange gizmo.
Just because we happen to solve his beaker puzzles. Free food!
Are you looking for Franco's bridge crank? I heard it went missing. He's been sulking pretty hard. Franco is a thick skin. What?
I was gonna say sulking is a word for it.
Franco is a thick-skinned guy, but that bridge is his life. I've never seen him so down in the dumps. Nothing here. I don't think we can enter for a while. Now, I forget if we already explored back here.
I'm honestly not sure.
I forget what all we did. Raring to try another puzzle? Oh well. Ooh, nothing gets my heart racing like a passionate man.
Oh lord.
Unfortunately, I don't have any puzzles, so... Never mind.
You puzzle tease.
Okay. I think it's time to talk to that guy in front of the clock tower now. Hey there. You've been pretty busy solving puzzles, yeah? If you want to pass through here, you need to have solved at least 12 puzzles first. I think we've solved 3 times that many. But it looks like you've already done that. Well, I guess I just lied to you then. If you really want to pass through here, you're also going to have to solve 1 more puzzle.
Oh lord.
Strange dots. The dice below look normal enough, but if you look carefully, you should see a pattern start to emerge. You know the following. A is 0, B is 9, and C is 6. So what does D correspond to?
3.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, that was like a 5 pick around puzzle. That was not 20. That was in no
That should do it.
That,
Critical thinking is the key to success.
come on. Really?
1,000 picarats.
Believe it. I'd honestly believe it.
Way to go. You've earned it, mister, so come on through. Are you still after that scary cat? We are looking for one of the Reinholds' employees now. He's a man by the name of Raymond. Or Ramon? Is it Raymond or Ramon?
I think it's Ramon, but then there's also the name Raymond.
Ramon. You haven't seen him about, have you? Ramon, huh? Yeah, I think I might have. Oh gosh, where'd I see that guy? Maybe you're better off asking someone else. Go ask Lucy. She's standing under the clock tower. We can finally pass through the clock tower to the north side of town. How exciting! I can't wait to see what's in store for us there. Okay, well, that must be Lucy. And look, it's the cat from that animation I don't know if you've watched yet.
No, I still haven't.
Look at that cat, Professor. It's not Claudia, is it? No, on second thought it is a different cat. Yes, it's an alley cat, and judging by the way he bullies that poor mouse, a rather mean one at that. Ah yes, Luke, speaking of mice, have you heard this one before? Too many mice. 30 picarats. Mice are famous for their ability to multiply at breakneck speeds. The type of mouse we have here gives birth once a month, birthing 12 babies each time. Baby mice mature and can give birth 2 months after they are born. You picked up one of these darling baby mice at the pet shop and brought it home the day after it was born. In 10 months from now, how many mice will you have?
Okay.
Let's see. Gives birth once a month, birthing 12 babies each time. Baby mice mature and can give birth 2 months after they are born. Brought it home the day after it was born. So first you have to wait 2 months of those 12 in order for that first mouse to grow up. But wait, if you only bought one mouse...
You're right. You'd have one. God, these trick questions. I was getting my phone out to do some math, man. It's a word problem.
Well, here's my guess. Professor, I've solved it.
I didn't mean to answer it so suddenly, but I didn't remember the solution, so I was surprised when I figured it out.
Yeah, I'm sitting like, I gotta do math, gotta figure it out. God. I gotta remember we gotta read these things, actually.
Correct. Excellent work, Luke. You found a painting scrap. Okay, now we talk to Lucy. Hehehe, what you doing? I can tell you want to ask me something, but would you mind solving my puzzle first? My little brother and I came up with this one together.
Oh lord. What's it gonna be?
Brother and sister, 40 picarats.
Okay.
A boy and his big sister are sitting around the kitchen table chatting. You know, sis, if I took away 2 years from my age and gave them to you, you'd be twice my age, huh? Well, why don't you just give me 1 more on top of that, then I'll be 3 times your age. So just how old is each sibling?
Okay, so... They're both 6.
Yeah, I guess there would have to be.
No, not 66.
I didn't know I'd have to click the other one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Aha.
Another puzzle solved.
That's right, the conditions in the puzzle only work out if both the brother and sister are currently 6.
They tried to trick us. They said big sister. They could be technically correct if she was born like a minute before, but that's sneaky.
Was that too easy for you? Oh well. Hey, you know the guy from the mansion, Ramon? He may look sedate. Said it?
Let me switch back over from Twitch.
But boy does he like the nightlife. He's buddies with that party animal Jarvis.
Sedate.
Sedate? Okay. Jarvis? I don't believe I know the man. Where might we find him? Well, you see, Jarvis isn't the type to place much value in being gainfully employed. At this time of...
I was gonna say, he's a thief, got it.
At this time of day, he's probably lazing about around those steps to the north. Just head up north until you take a fork in the road. Hit a fork in the road. Then take the path to the right. Okay, I have to go now. Let's play again later. Look, Professor, there's a puzzle hidden here. A worm's dream. 30 picarats. This worm's life dream is to make it to the center of the apple, complete the slide puzzle, and help him realize his dream.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just a sliding puzzle. These are... Wait, no, I remember this puzzle. It's not as easy as it looks.
Because it has... Some of them have 2 things on them. Or is it 2 pictures?
I think we have to use the background as a guide.
That's... Yeah. That's sneaky. Yeah, because he's going to be in the center of the apples that way.
No, hold on. Crap, how do I do this again?
What?
Okay, I got it. I'm trying to arrange these 2 tiles in the left so that... There we go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
I'm remembering something about this puzzle. Like, there's a trick to it. Like, it's actually impossible to solve if you just try to finish the puzzle the way it's begun.
Well, yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about when you were saying use the background. I think the puzzle, you literally have to have, you know, the background inside of that box. That's the puzzle. That all those pieces gotta be there.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. It's like, okay, the pieces that are currently in the top left and bottom left, bottom right, the opposite corners, they're the same. But you can't solve the puzzle unless you move the one that's up here to the bottom right first.
Really?
Yeah, like, these 2 pieces right here, for example, they look exactly the same. But there's a slight difference between them.
Oh wait, hold on. Because look where the bottom, those corner ones actually are. Do you have to just complete the apples that are in the background? Is that the puzzle?
Like, see this one here with the leaf on it? It doesn't fit this corner. So it's not exactly the same as that one. But now I have no way of getting that up there unless I move the bottom right one. Okay, now I need to get that top in there. Okay, this goes in the bottom left. Did it?
How does this sound?
So you both have to complete the background and make an apple in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard. That's really hard.
As you are moving things around, did you notice that several pieces of the puzzle had almost identical duplicates? I did. I could do this one in my sleep. Shut up, Luke.
Luke, you jerk, you. I did not sleep enough.
Oh, it's that old lady again. Oh dear, your fortune for this month looks abysmal. I recommend solving my puzzle if you want to avoid this terrible, potentially gory fate.
What? Is she threatening us?
I don't know. I don't know what her deal is. One line puzzle 2. Okay, one of them cannot be drawn with one line.
Okay, top one can be. The top left one. Yeah, that one can be drawn with one line.
It can?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, if you start at the left corner of that triangle, go up, down, left, down, then up, right.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. Okay.
That one can be as well. Because if you start at the corner right there, down one, down a corner. Start there, left, down, right, yeah, just take that. Now go. Oh wait, that might be it actually. Because there'll be a line that you can't finish. I'm just gonna say, top right one I think is it.
Yeah, probably, but let me take the others out for a spin. Real quick. This one doesn't seem all that possible either.
I just alt-tabbed a bunch of times. Do you actually hear it?
No?
Yay, this new mic setup is so good then. Oh, I didn't tell you why we actually got home, or one of the other reasons we got home earlier today.
Why?
Because turns out I'm a massive idiot. We didn't have to take that big roundabout trip to the parking lot that I thought we did. Because it turns out in between two of the buildings in my apartment complex, there's a playground that links directly up to the parking lot of the other complex where we're parked at. And I only discovered it because I saw people walking through the woods towards it.
I don't really get it because I haven't been to your apartment building, but okay.
Yeah, I literally made a picture of it because I was doing like pixel measurements to try to determine how long the walk was that I was taking. Turns out it was 1,100 feet. And then, like, I saved that, and then after I found the path, I put the new path on there. And but it turned a 1,000-foot walk into a 300-foot walk.
Okay, well, I don't know how to do this ribbon in one line, but I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to do the hat in one line, so I'm gonna assume it's that.
Yeah.
How does this sound?
Yay!
Maybe they'll show us how the ribbon's done.
They do. Huh.
Huh. Okay. My, that was quick. Were you
Was it?
that?
I was like, was it?
Were you that scared of a month's worth of bad luck? Well, I'm sorry to.
Why are you gonna stab us, woman?
I'm sorry to say there's nothing you can do to change fate. You'll just have to tough it out.
You bitch! What the fuck is this woman? Like,
I hope you don't mind if I call on you the next time I come up against a stubborn puzzle.
I think I like her puzzles the least so far.
What's this? Oh, every time I see that guy, I think this half of his mustache is his mouth.
I thought so too. I was like, what is wrong with him?
Hi, Isaac. What's this? Yes, it's just as I suspected. I can tell from here, sir. You have something you want to ask me, no? Don't even try to hide it, sir. It's in your eyes. And ask you may after you solve this puzzle for me.
Well,
Island hopping. 20 picarats.
okay.
Here is an overhead view of a cluster of tropical islands. As you travel from start to goal, your objective is to visit every island exactly one time. The island folk say this can be accomplished with the addition of a single straight bridge. The only other rule is that your bridge can't cross over any pre-existing bridge. So where should your bridge go?
I already know where. Okay, put your cursor over the middle island with the purple roof. Oh, and draw it to the lighthouse in the bottom left.
Yeah, that works.
Yep.
There we go.
Jeez, you figured that out fast.
Every puzzle
Yeah.
has an answer.
Some of these puzzles I'm just built for.
Just as I suspected, a fellow detective, your skills at puzzle solving are formidable, sir. Dare I say they approach my own? It's the eyes, I say. They never lie, and when they do, I know.
They never lie, but if they do lie, I know. And they do lie?
I swear that looks like a chuckling mouth. Especially given the way he's using his hand.
Yeah.
What weird body language.
That's kind of Strange-o. Strange-o? He's a Strange-o. What, brain?
Okay, let's see what else has appeared in the journal. A positively gargantuan gentleman named Deke stands in front of the clock tower gate and has refused to let us through until we solve 12 puzzles. That's easy enough, but it is a bit odd. Everyone in this village seems to have a curiously strong affinity for puzzles. We finally succeeded in passing through the gate and have made our way to the north side of town. The roads here are winding and narrow. Surely one of these people knows something of Ramon's whereabouts. I'll be sure to ask around. I'll be here at the cafe tonight. Perhaps you'll join me for a bit of shop talk? I guess the cafe hasn't opened for the day. It looks like quite a few people live here. I don't want to talk to her again. Their event boxes are kind of big. I didn't even click on her. Okay, left or right?
Left.
Lend me an ear, would you? I'd like your expert opinion on this puzzle. It won't take but a minute. How old is Dad? 30 picarats. A father and son are chatting when the son poses this question. Dad, I'm 22 now, but just how old are you? The father replies, you want to know how old your old man is, eh? Well, I tell you what. I'm as old as your age, plus half of my age. How old is the father?
I mean, he could literally be any age that way. 22 plus half of 106 would be, you know?
No, I remember me and Tyler got a little stumped on this too, but there was a really simple solution. I think the answer is something weird like just 44.
I mean, yeah. If the 22 is important, then I would imagine he's at least 22. And presumably, yeah. Either try, I don't know. Either try 44 or use a hint coin. Do we have 123 hint coins?
What? No, we have 50. Where are you seeing 123 at?
Hint 1, 2, 3. That's what it is. I thought that was a counter for how many hints we had.
No. So you want me to try 44?
Yeah.
It's probably the answer, and they'll probably explain it to us afterward, but still.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah, that's right. But why?
Why is that right?
Half of the father's age plus the son's age should give you the answer, which means that half the father's age must be equal to the son's age.
Okay, yeah, I guess I see that.
I still don't.
Well, because... How do I explain it? Like, I understand it, but I'm finding it hard to say it in words.
I almost just want to do the puzzle again, make a save state, and look what the hints were.
You know what? No. That wasn't a puzzle. That was literally just an algebra problem. That's how you're like that. That wasn't a word problem at all. That was literally algebra. Because if x divided by 2 plus 22 equals x, or equals y, well, no, it equals x, then if you cancel out the x-like thing, it's just 22.
Okay, Isaac, if you want to post them, go ahead. Just save me some trouble if you already found them.
What, the clues?
Yeah.
Well, it was, you're 22. I'm your age plus half of my age. It was literally just like it said. X divided by 2 plus 22 equals x. So if you remove the x, that also removes the division, so that leaves it with 2 times 22, which is 44. It literally is just a goddamn, like, basic algebra problem, and we weren't prepared for that because they haven't done that yet. They haven't just thrown algebra at us. I didn't think that was a possibility.
I guess I was on the right track all along. Thanks for your help, boys. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll let you get back to what you were doing. Good day. Oh, hello again. How are you today? This market is packed with stuff to buy. Are there really no hint coins anywhere on this whole screen? Oh, there's one. Oh, what? I found a puzzle? We seem to have stumbled upon a hidden puzzle here, Professor. Let's see. It sounds convoluted. I'm as old as your age plus half my age. That means if you take away half of the father's age, you'll have the age of the son. Was hint 1. Wait, hold on. I think it's starting to make sense.
I know, fucking algebra sucks, dude. I can't stand it. Like, it makes sense. Completely makes sense in my head. But when I try to put words to it, it starts to not make sense anymore.
Oh, wait. I get it. I get it now.
God, that was a weird puzzle. That was a really weird puzzle.
Okay.
But also, what is it like when they find hidden puzzles? Do they just find a piece of paper with a question on it?
I don't know. I honestly do not know. Anyway, you have a big wooden cube that's painted red on all 6 sides. After splitting the cube into smaller parts as shown below, you are left with 27 cubes identical in size but varying in the number of red sides per cube. How many of these 27 small cubes have just one of their 6 sides painted red? That's so easy.
None.
What do you mean?
Well, cause look, like, you painted the outside and then split it. So that means that only the outer face of any of these cubes is red. Anything that's inside isn't red.
Yeah, which... There would be some cubes that only have one red side.
Oh, I thought it meant how many of all 6? Not one of 6. Sorry, I misread it when I was thinking about it. So 1. What, 3?
No. You having trouble?
8? 9, 10, 11, 12?
No.
Uh... 12 is what I keep coming up with, because it'd be 4 from each of them.
4 from each of what?
4 from each of these 3 groups. They're separated by a gray line.
You know it's a 6-sided cube, right?
Yeah, it's specifically asking these 27 small cubes.
Yes. You cut them all into pieces. Like, imagine physically cutting them all into pieces and holding each one in your hand.
So I guess it would be 6 then, huh?
Yes.
How does this sound? Professor,
It worded that weird. Because it says you paint the whole thing, but then it only asks you about the 27 you can see. It's like going against its own idea.
I didn't get that from it at all. I solved it right away.
I was solving it extremely literally, I guess.
If you can dissect the block in your head in the way shown above, the answer is easy enough to come by. Who the hell are you?
You have a little too much face, my good sir. It's a little too much face.
Not a soul seems to live here. Found a hint coin. Let me tell you, lately St. Mystere has become a dangerous place. Case in point, I haven't seen Ramon since yesterday. Is that rascal missing or something? I don't know why people are disappearing, but recently they just vanish. Poof! You can't walk the streets alone. Really? Could you please elaborate a bit more on what you know of these mysterious disappearances? Nope, can't say I know the particulars on the subject. Seems to me that the only folks vanishing were the ones complaining of feeling sick or tired. Ah, shucks, I don't really, remember much about it. You'd probably have better luck talking with Zapone about stuff like this. I hear he's in the know about pretty much anything. Everything. Zapone, you say? Where might we find this person? You've spoken with him already, Layton. Who's was her? You mean you didn't bump into him on the way here? He's the slouchy guy with that fancy little mustache. You'll know him when you see him. Wow, it sure is hard to catch a lead on this case. The day is far from over, Luke. Let's see what else we can find out about by asking around. So now I got another mystery. Abductions. Rumor has it a number of villagers have disappeared recently. Oddly enough, those who disappear or are abducted, as some suggest, often do so after complaining of general fatigue and other minor health issues.
This is just getting bigger by the puzzle, basically.
Gathering information. After talking with that boisterous fellow Jarvis, we learned that a man by the name of Zapone may have some information for us. He's apparently hanging about the area right past the gate where the road forks. Nope, can't say I know the particulars in the subject. Okay, you don't have any puzzles for us? Huh, it's kinda weird. Everyone has puzzles for us.
Question, did we already come down this road?
Nope, this is leading back to the fork.
Okay.
It's terribly quiet here. I'd even say it's eerily quiet. Oh, hello there. Say, Sonny, you haven't seen a big coin around here, have you? I could have sworn that I dropped a lovely one somewhere nearby. See, I always seem to be losing things nowadays, and replacing them gets mighty expensive. I've become quite a penny pincher. Don't suppose you'd mind advising me on a tiny money matter, would you? Spare change. Only 10 bickrats.
Oh lord, this is gonna be...
A rope and coins are arranged as shown below. As you pull the ends of the rope out to the left and right, the rope will draw taut and push the coins to either side. Assuming you only get to keep the coins that end up in the top half of the rope, how many coins will you have? This is screwing with my eyes.
Yeah, this is kind of rough. I can't focus on it enough to figure out more than, like, the easiest ones. This is just making my head spin.
Okay, I think I marked off all the ones that we're not gonna get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'll trust you on this one.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
You'll gather up 9 coins and the rope is pulled taut. It's really quite a simple puzzle, but following every coin's path does take quite a bit of time. My, what a sharp fellow you are. Now do an old man a favor and help me search for that coin, eh? Talking about the hint coin that we already got? No, sir, I believe I will keep this for myself.
And there's not a fucking thing you can do about it, old man.
Zapone. Looking into the mysterious disappearances around the village, are you? Well, let me give you my take on the situation. Well, Is something the matter? Ah, yes, now I remember. If it's rumors you're after, take a tip from a fellow detective and go ask Crouton. He owns the restaurant in town.
Oh god.
Okay, we're gonna go on a little scavenger hunt.
I get the feeling this was their way of forcing some side puzzles on. Because if you hadn't already solved all these, they'd probably be like, I'll give you this information if you solve this puzzle.
You're looking for the restaurant now? It's not far, just head a little to the west of here. But before you run off again, I've got a tip for you. If you want to experience all that St. Mystere has to offer, you can't just run from point A to point B. Take some time and explore the city from corner to corner. You'll be glad you did.
See?
Much appreciated. We'll be sure to give that a try. Come, Luke, we have work to do. So, what, do I have to talk to everybody again?
I don't think everyone. I think since you went through here the first time, solving the puzzles were already good.
Well, there's one way to know for sure. Yep, haven't missed a thing. Ramon? He hasn't been around today. It looks like we've hit another dead end. Too bad you couldn't find him. He usually skips out of work and comes here to gossip and have coffee. And you know, speaking of gossip, I've heard some weird rumors from my customers lately. Recently there's been talk of some strange old man running around St. Mystere kidnapping people. A kidnapper? Who is this old man? I heard all this second hand, so you got me there. You need to find a better source of village gossip. You might want to try your luck at the cafe. Usually you'll hear rumors straight from the source there. It's almost sunset now, so the cafe should be open for dinner. A mysterious old man kidnapping village folk? Now that's a rumor. Oh, apparently we missed 3 puzzles.
Oh.
Where at? Were they just hidden in the walls?
They might have been.
I don't know.
Because we talked to everyone.
Professor, it's getting dark out. I'm afraid that's my cue to start closing up shop. Come by tomorrow if you get hungry. Luke, let's take a moment to sum up our findings. We have a strange roaring tower, disappearing villagers, and an odd elderly kidnapper. It's all so bizarre, I can't make any sense of it at all, Professor. I think we finally got some clues in our hands, my boy. Observing the nightlife in this village might tell us more of what we need to know. Great idea, Professor. Night falls. It's turned dark and Ramon still hasn't returned. Continue the investigation to find clues. Okay, well, now I get to look around all over again. Even found another hint coin.
Yay. I love this music.
I'm sorry, young lady, could you help us? We're looking for someone, you see. And, sorry, can't help you. And by can't, I mean I don't want to. I've barely even talked to Ramon, and I am so not interested in this search. But maybe if you help me solve this puzzle, I just might, you know, remember something? Teehee.
I get why you hate her.
And just who do you think you are, young lady? Puzzled aliens, 30 Picarats. From high in the sky, a pair of aliens observes humans using a bizarre object. Perplexed, one alien turns to the other and says, How strange. The Earthling is opening a hole in a sheet of paper and marking it with a line to show the other Earthlings where the hole is. I've never seen anything like it. What could these extraterrestrial visitors be talking about? I feel like we haven't been given enough clues.
I mean, I'm sure we have. There's just a train of thought we gotta hop on to get this. So it's a hole in a piece of paper with a line that leads to it. Or maybe the line it's an underline, possibly.
I can't come up with anything.
We want to try to use a hand coin.
Let me see something.
We still haven't used them, so.
Do you want to use a hint coin?
Yeah.
Okay. Unlock a new hint. Okay. Even something as common as paper can look bizarre to someone who's never seen it before. What kind of device puts holes in paper? It must have a needle or a sharp point on it.
I mean, a hole punch does. I just feel there's something about this that we're, like, not understanding right.
Do you want to use another one?
Might as well.
This object uses a needle to punch a hole in a sheet of paper. Then it's used to draw a solid line around the hole. Since it draws a line, it must have some sort of writing. Is it a compass?
It's a compass.
Okay. That is not at all what I thought they were going for.
And a compass doesn't actually have to punch a hole in the paper. So that's like...
Okay, how do I draw an A again?
You have to do it lowercase. Well, if it can understand lower there. Yeah.
Okay. Comp S.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Yep. When you think about it, the alien's description of a compass is pretty much spot on. Interesting how widely the perception of a single object can vary, isn't it? See, there are a few problems with this puzzle. First, I thought that the hole they were talking about was much bigger.
Yeah.
I mean,
And again, a compass doesn't always have to punch a hole in paper. Like, if it's thin paper, yeah, sure.
no, that's not what I was getting at though. It never said punch a hole in paper until we started looking at the hints. Originally, it said cut a hole in paper, which implies slashing and not, piercing. So I thought...
I was reading it in a way, like, in some way puts a hole in paper, regardless of the method. Oh well.
The other problem I have with this puzzle is that a lot of people, even in this country, don't know what a compass is. So they probably wouldn't get this puzzle at all.
They're not used that often. Like, if you're not an artist, a draftsman, in which case you're still probably going to use a PC, or like a woodworker, you're not going to use you're like, the fuck would you need a compass for?
I use a compass from time to time, but that's because I'm an artist.
Yeah, you have a use for it. Like, the average person has no use for a fucking compass.
Don't get it. You know, I've heard that if you aren't careful walking around St. Mystera at night, you can run into trouble. I bet Ramon wasn't being careful. What exactly do you mean?
I really dislike this person, by the way.
Weren't you supposed to be looking for someone, Gramps? Okay, that place is closed. Well, naturally we're going to save the cafe for last.
Yep.
Alright, let's go check out those puzzles we missed. The camera and case. 50 pecaras. While walking through a market on vacation, you notice a small stand selling cameras. Ah, I remember this puzzle. Oh god, okay. A camera and case set is selling for 310. The seller tells you that the camera costs 300 more than the case itself, and that the case costs the price of the set minus the cost of the camera. You decide you'd rather wait on buying a camera and opt to just buy the case alone. You hand the seller a $100 bill and his eyes light up. Think fast now. How much change should you be getting back?
$10. Or, well, that's how much it costs. You should be getting 90. Right?
Well, let's see. The camera and the case together are 310. The camera costs $300 more than the case itself, and that the case costs the price of the set minus the cost of the camera.
Yeah. So the case is $10.
Well, it says that the camera costs $300 more than the case.
Yeah.
Not that the camera costs $300.
But that's the only way for that to work.
Are you sure?
If the set is, yeah.
The case costs the price of the set minus the cost of the camera.
Yeah.
I remember this puzzle, and it's not as simple as it sounds.
I think it is. I think they're trying to trick you. Because they're focusing on how much the case costs, and then they throw in how much change you get back. They're expecting your first answer to be $10.
Okay, so if you give them a $100 bill, then how much change should they get?
90.
90.
Luke, here's my answer.
Really?
Oh, how embarrassing.
Think carefully, you might just get shortchanged. I told you this puzzle isn't as simple as it sounds.
I don't foresee there being any other possible answer. I mean, I'm obviously wrong. I just have no idea what it could be then. It's no other possibility makes sense.
I remember the answer to this puzzle, but I don't remember the logic behind it.
Well, go for it. Maybe it'll tell us.
Good.
It's because you're drawing it backwards.
According to... Okay.
You're drawing from the bottom. It's the way this tracks what you're doing. It doesn't care what it looks like. It cares where and how you started drawing. That's why it keeps thinking you're drawing L's when you try to do a full A.
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
I know, that's its explanation. That merchant had an awfully misleading way of explaining things, didn't he? Make sure you don't get duped by some swindler next time you go out shopping. Okay, it doesn't really explain much, but the way it was supposed to work is the camera costs 305 and the case only costs 5.
I still don't get how that's a more right answer than 10, you know?
Well, it's because of the way he worded it. He said the camera was $300 more than the case. Which means that the camera had to be at least 300. Had to be more than 300. And if it was $300 more than the case, then the additional cost must be equal to the cost of the case.
I guess, but like, I don't know how exactly. I don't know.
This is just one of those weird puzzles. That's why it stuck with me. Even though it's been years since I've played this. Anyway, 43. 3 umbrellas. 20 picarettes. 3 identical looking umbrellas are sitting upright in a stand. Assuming the owners don't check the umbrellas' labels, what percentage chance is it that only 2 people will walk off with their own umbrella? Oh, I know the answer.
I'm assuming it's not as easy as it sounds.
No, it's actually kind of simple.
Is it just 66?
No. It's a trick question.
Is it 33?
Nope. Think about it, Kaze. Let's...
Zero.
Yeah, you got it.
There's no way, there's no way for 2 of them to walk off with their own umbrella and the third to not have the right one. God, that's tricky.
There we go.
Sly
Critical
motherfuckers.
thinking is the key to success.
If 2 people manage to grab their own umbrellas, the third person is with only 1 umbrella to take. Her own. Blue bed. Where will it go? Layton or Luke?
Luke.
Gain 44. Stamp stumper. 50 picarettes. Your friend just got back from the post office where she purchased a sheet of stamps with values ranging from 10 cents to $1. First, your friend cut out the $1 stamp and set it aside. Then she divided the remaining stamps into 7 uniquely shaped bunches, each with a total value of $1. Can you divide the sheet of stamps the same way your friend did? Oh, this is a toughie. Like, this top row right here, that equals $1. But I'm betting it's not gonna let us make such an easy line.
This is another one of those goddamn mind-bending puzzles.
Oh, I can erase lines. Okay. Oh, I think I'm done.
Yeah, I think you are.
Luke, here's my answer.
Oh, no? Where'd I screw up?
I'm ashamed.
Uh,
Diagram here shows the stamps divided into dollar segments, however the green sections are the same shape, so it's clear that this particular configuration isn't a valid solution. Wait, what? Same shape?
yeah, look at the green segments. See, they're all the same shape.
Yeah, so?
That one of the things was uniquely shaped segment.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a requirement.
Yeah.
I missed that bit of the puzzle. Okay, so they had to be uniquely shaped, huh?
No. Okay, the 90 and 10 is definitely gonna be one.
Well, the 90 has 3 10s next to it. Which one do I use?
Mm. Okay, here's in the bottom left corner, the 10, the 80, and the 10.
Yeah?
Circle those. And then next to it you have the 10, the 17, the 20. So those are different shapes.
So now I can't do any L-shaped 3 stamps.
Yeah. Do the 90 with the 10 to the right of it for now. We'll see what else we can come up with.
Okay, so we have 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 3 in an L, and a 4 square block so far.
Those 3 30s with the 10 in the center could be another.
Okay, so now I got a T.
Is that 7?
60, 70, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay, it better be it.
Then That should do it.
Yay!
Another puzzle solved.
That was annoying.
There are several ways to divide all the stamps into $1 groups, but this is the only way where the groups all form different shapes. Okay, and that's all the ones we missed.
Yay! Oh.
Town Hall, open 10 a.m., shut 5 p.m.
No, we've only been going an hour and I already solved another, what, 14 puzzles?
Yeah, 14.
Pretty good.
Sapone's all talk. After talking to Sapone, one thing is certain. The man certainly has a talent for sounding like he has valuable information, which is to say he didn't know much of anything. Oh well, at least he let us know we should seek out Crouton, the owner of the restaurant down by the park, for more information. The rumor mill is churning, feeding the frenzy of the disturbing number of villager disappearances and the thunderous booming that is rumored to emanate from the tower above St. Mystere. To top it off, Crouton says there is a shadowy figure running around town kidnapping people. We need to visit the local cafe to find out more. Oh, the inn sign? A hidden puzzle. Okay. The Pet Hotel. 30 picarats. A town not far from your home recently owned a ritzy hotel for pets. Can you guess what kind of animal is currently relaxing in room 97? Move 2 matches to form the answer on the screen below. Well, yeah, I've already figured it out.
Did you?
Yes.
No, it's supposed to be dog.
No, it's not.
It isn't?
Nope.
Cat?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Well, here's my guess. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
What did you save the day from?
Don't you remember? The agony of having an unsolved puzzle.
I hate.
You hate? Hello there, boys. Turning in for the night already? Not yet, I'm afraid. We're still out surveying the town. By the way, have you seen Ramon around today? Ramon? That skinny man with the big purple lips? They look black to me. No, he hasn't come by today. But you know, for all his fancy clothing, I hear he's actually quite the layabout. He's probably off idling at the cafe. Why not go check for him there? I see. If that's the case, I'd like to go to the cafe right away. Do you mind keeping the front door open a little longer? Oh, don't you worry, Professor. Another guest arrived to stay the night and I'm setting up his room. Besides, my door is always open for a dashing gentleman such as yourself.
Didn't she say there were no rooms available when we came here?
That's the question you're asking?
Yeah.
Don't you find anything else suspicious about that?
About how there's... Wait, how did they get into town?
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
There's no way we can show our faces in the manor until we find some sort of clue. We must continue to investigate. I couldn't agree more, Professor. Okay, if you say so. Oh goodness, whatever shall I do? What seems to be the trouble, sir? Let's see here. Strong, young, and you look like you have a good back. Oh, thank heavens you came along. I beg your pardon? I've searched everywhere and I just can't find the thing. Oh, I suppose I must have dropped it when I was out strolling by the park this afternoon. I would go search for it myself, but it's gotten dark out. It is awfully scary out there. Bah, nothing of the sort. It's just that, well, I'm no spring chicken anymore and my eyes aren't as sharp as they used to be. So how about it, Sonny? Will you help out an old man and go search in front of the park for me? What? But we're in the middle of our investigation right now. Now, Luke, no need to be rude. After all, the park is but a small ways away. And who knows, we might actually find some new information to aid our case there. Besides, helping those in need is the duty of any gentleman.
Oh god, I swear to god he's turning into Hildebrand.
Splendid. I'll wait right here for you to come back. I'm counting on you. One more detail.
I was gonna say, if Isaac's in chat, he got that trick.
One more detail, please, sir. What exactly did you drop? Drop? Oh my, now what was it? Oh, that's right, it was my watch. Actually, my best wristwatch. Bring it back for me, Sonny.
Wasn't this the coin guy?
Yeah, but I guess he lost something else.
I guess he's just clumsy. Oh, it's extremely tall.
Trod lost something again? I think he's getting kind of slow. He's always dropping stuff. So what'd he drop this time? Let me guess.
That was so harsh. I think he's getting kind of slow. Whoa, dude. God.
And anyway, was it a wristwatch? Indeed, he did drop a wristwatch. Did you pick it up around here? Yep. Well, actually, no, because Beatrice was actually the one to find it. Thing is, it was already late when she found it, so she decided to hold on to it until morning. Go to the inn and you can probably ask her for it. So there you go. Now that I've got your attention, could you give me a hand and solve this here puzzle? Dark places give me the willies, but I wanted to solve this puzzle so bad I came out here for help. The puzzle was all about stars, see? Maybe you can make sense of the thing, Of course, I'd be happy to help you with it. "20 Picarats, the biggest star." Legend has it that people used to stare up at the heavens and find images of animals or important events in the constellations. Looking up at the star-filled sky here, try to connect the 5 largest objects in space to form the largest 5-pointed star possible. Connect stars by drawing a line between them. Make sure that your line doesn't pass through another star along the way. The 5 largest objects in space to form the largest 5-pointed star possible. Well, I see 4 stars that are clearly bigger than the others, but where's the 5th?
Well, it also can't cross through other stars. So this might be a trick, and it's the 5 biggest things that you can form a star with that aren't going to cross.
Wait a minute. Does the planet count as one? mean, it lets me hook onto the tree.
Yeah. And those don't cross. Wow. And it's an upside down pentagram. Hi, Satan.
I thought a pentagram had to have a circle around it.
No.
There we go.
That's clever.
Another puzzle solved.
You need to connect the 4 stars to the Earth in order to form a star like the one shown here. It looks like people are still finding inspiration in the stars. Hey, thanks a bunch. I can finally go home and catch a few winks. Yeah. Oh yeah, now I remember. Beatrice from the inn was the one to find Gerard's watch. You told us that already. Don't forget to ask her about it, okay? Okay, see you tomorrow.
Can you imagine being so obsessed with something that you walk out to a park in the middle of the night hoping some rando comes along to help you? Like, if you were just that obsessed with Dissidia and you wanted to play a co-op match with someone that you walked to Buell Park at like 10 at night, like, what is wrong with this town, man?
Come, Luke, let's go. Stuffed bear, where will it go?
Layton.
Uh-oh, I think I might have forgotten how to get home.
How?
It's pitch black out here and I don't know how to get home. I better just stay here.
You live here. There's only one fucking road. How do you get lost in an L-bending road?
But not quite. Why did you start your sentence with not quite? I think I may have bugged something.
Was she supposed to say something else?
I don't know. I heard word that you found a wristwatch up at the entrance to the park.
Oh, I know. It's because you were already here. The first thing she said was turning in early for the night. Coming here early must trigger that not to get said.
Oh, Oh, that old thing? Does it belong to you, Professor? Oh no, it's Gerard's. He dropped it today while wandering about town and asked me to help him find it. Why am I not surprised? That man sheds more stuff than a cat sitting by a fireplace. Alright then, here's that watch. You know, it figures that it belongs to Gerard. I was just thinking to myself, the professor is far too fashionable to wear this old thing. Thank you very much. Oh, so you found my watch, didn't you? But of course, a gentleman always helps those in distress. Speaking of which, we're still quite worried about Ramon's whereabouts and should probably return to our search now. Yep, St. Mystere is strange like that. Despite its size, it can be quite challenging to find people. Sometimes it feels like running in a darn maze. Speaking of mazes, you ever heard of this one, Sonny? But we really must be...
Even the game's like, guys. Guys, come on.
On the run, 40 Bekarats.
Seriously, friends, there was a murder and there's a missing person.
Several missing persons.
Yeah.
A mysterious bandit is on the lam and trying to escape the police who are hot on his trail. His entrance into this part of town is marked with an arrow. This particular bandit follows a peculiar creed and has vowed never to go backward or turn around. Additionally, whenever he meets an intersection, he will always turn left or right. Now, as you can see from the map, this part of town has multiple exits which are labeled A through G. Of all the exits here, which one would the bandit never be able to pass through? Okay, so he never goes backwards, he never turns around, and he always turns at intersections. Well, right from the start, it's pretty easy to see that he can get to G.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You can also get to A.
Yeah, he can get to A, he can get to F.
You can get to E.
Mm-hmm. You can get to D. You can get to C. All it leaves is B.
Yeah, it's B.
Yeah.
That should do it. Critical thinking is the key to success.
As you can see from the diagram that the bandit must turn every time he approaches an intersection, the ways he can move through the town are set. You're a sharp one, Sonny. You know, if you're looking for someone, you should ask around at the inn or cafe. As you know, the inn is right by the entrance to the village. The cafe is right at the fork in the road just north of here. We've already searched the inn, but checking the cafe sounds like a good idea. We'll be sure to stop by. Well then, I'm off to bed. An old man needs his beauty rest. Thanks again for your help. Think nothing of it, sir. Cream rug. Where will it go?
Let's say Luke.
Look at me, whooping it up with a bunch of young folks. Why, I feel like a teenager again. Thank you. The air has taken on quite a chill. Don't you think it'd be best to head home, sir? You know, I feel so chipper, I think I'll stay out here a bit longer. Yeah, if you say so. Professor, there's a cat here. Aw, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Animals are very dear to you, are they not, Luke? Well, I have just the puzzle for you, then.
Oh, God.
Cats and mice. 25 picaras. 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes. Really? With that in mind, how many cats does it take to catch 100 mice in 100 minutes? This is so easy.
I mean, it's either 100 or 20.
It's neither.
How?
Okay. 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
That means that each cat can catch a mouse in a minute per minute.
Yeah.
Or rather, that's how it sounds. What's actually going on is each cat can catch a mouse in 5 minutes. But there's 5 of them. So for every 5 minutes that passes, 5 mice can be caught.
So it's just 100 divided by 5.
Not quite. See, it's a trick question. It doesn't actually matter how many mice or how many minutes they have.
Doesn't it?
Okay, let me try putting it in a different way. Let's say that you were capable of writing 5 pages of a book in an hour. Okay?
Okay.
So, how many pages can you write in 2 hours?
10.
Right. But there doesn't need to be more than one of you to do that, does there?
Well, no. But to do it in a certain amount of time, yes. Because if it takes each cat 5 minutes to catch a mouse, and you have 100 minutes. Let's see. No, it's 5, yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a trick question, it's just understanding what math goes where.
I think I've got it. I did it!
I wish I knew how to explain that better. Yeah. 5 cats. 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes. If the mouse hunt continues another 5 minutes, you can expect a total of 10 mice to get caught. In other words, the same 5 cats catch 10 mice in 10 minutes and 20 in 20 minutes. It's simply a matter of how long the 5 cats work. Wonderful job there, Luke. Painting scrap. I don't know what it is about cats, Professor. I'm just a big softie when it comes to them. Good evening to you, sir. It's almost my bedtime, but I've got one more puzzle for you. Want to see it? 1,000 times.
You know what your parents said, kiddo? Always give puzzles to strangers.
Absolutely. That is the #1 rule of Saint Mystere. What on earth is this message getting at? The following is written on a piece of paper you picked up. Underline is 1,000 times 2 underlines. To turn this strange message into a proper sentence, all you need to do is fill in the underlines with a single letter of the alphabet. But what letter could it be? You'll need to use the same letter for all 3 underlines.
I think I know what it is.
Is it Roman numerals?
I believe it is.
Then, Wouldn't it would have to be the Roman numeral for 1,000, wouldn't it?
Which is M.
M?
Yeah.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
You know, there's a lot of people who don't know how Roman numerals work either. Oh, wait.
What?
That's not...
That's not even remotely close to the logic we use to somehow get the right answer.
Okay. What a happy coincidence then.
I guess so. Wait. How the fuck did that work? What? Excuse me? Was that intentional? Or...
I don't think so. How'd you like my puzzle? Pretty fun, right?
Yeah!
You did such a good job, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I heard there's a man-eating monster in the tower, and that's why everyone stays away. I'm not silly enough to think there's actually a monster inside, but the place is dangerous. So be careful in there, mister. Bookcase, where would it go?
Layton.
Everyone says they're going out at night and St. Mystere is dangerous, but no kidnapper is gonna get me. First of all, I can run really fast and I'm a great screamer. Second, the people who disappeared kept complaining of feeling tired, but I feel great all the time.
Great screamer, huh? Should try it for Slipknot.
Hey, not looking for Ramon, are you? Yep, you're definitely looking for Ramon. So you still haven't found the guy? Listen, streets here are dangerous at night. Crazy dangerous. You can't go running all over town with a kid. 'Cause that's dangerous. Crazy dangerous. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to punish your poor judgment with a puzzle. But you'll solve it, yeah? Of course.
But...
OTTF? 20 picarats.
Vigilante justice?
Here you have a set of small paper cards. On each card is a single letter, but one of the cards is missing its letter. What letter belongs in the blank card? Oh, I know it. Figured it out already.
Got any hints?
They're the initials of a series of items.
I honestly don't know.
I'll give you another hint. It's not days of the week, and it's not months.
I got nothing.
Alright, I'll give you another hint. If it was the Spanish version of this game, the puzzle would probably start with UDT.
That doesn't tell me anything.
You can't figure it out, huh?
No, my brain just is not coming up with anything.
They're numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh. God damn it.
How the hell do I draw an F? How the fuck do I draw an F?
I'm seeing if someone actually has a tutorial on how to draw the fucking letters. Oh. Okay, what you're gonna do, draw the actual main line of a capital F where it's left and then down, and then quickly draw the cross line. Like you have to release and draw it fast.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter where you put it.
The same thing should work with an A.
I'm gonna try it. Wow. That's really weird. You can even see it change slightly after the fact.
I'm telling you, it's reading gestures, not actually where anything is.
Another puzzle solved.
Well, it looks like you solved it alright. Of course, we all knew a brainiac like you would solve it. If you're looking for the cafe, it's right there. But it's way past that kid's bedtime, Yano. Yano? Yano?
You know.
Oh, you know. Way past. Besides, the tower could start making noise again at any time, yeah? Trust me on this one, Professor. Get back to the inn, yeah? Yeah. Back to the inn. Teak Bureau. Where will it go?
I guess, Luke.
Do yourselves a favor and go back to the inn for the night. Smartest thing to do is go home and sleep. Okay, well, we're not done looking around. Oh, they really cleaned this place up. The stand is gone.
Yeah.
My, aren't the two of you up late playing detective? If you like solving mysteries so much, do me a favor and help me with a puzzle, would you? Fish Thief, 35 picarats. When you weren't looking, someone came by and gobbled up your fish dinner. The three brothers near the scene of this dastardly crime had this to say. A says, "Me? Oh yeah, I ate it. It was good too." B says, "I saw A eat that fish right up." And C says, "B and I didn't eat that fish." One of these three brothers is lying to you, but which one is it?
C.
C is lying?
Yeah, because if A is lying, then B has to be also. But if only one is lying, that can't be the case.
Is it possible that B is lying?
No, because then A would be lying.
Well, it doesn't. B lying doesn't mean that A didn't eat the fish, just that B didn't see him eat it. No, but then C would be lying, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Well, no, that wouldn't mean C is lying. It's just there's not enough info given to presume B lying is possible just because maybe he didn't see it.
Well, if A is telling the truth, and he did eat it, then wouldn't that mean C is telling the truth?
Yeah. So then, yeah, it would be B, actually.
There's the possibility that all three of them ate it. That would make C the liar.
Hmm. God, there's actually arguments for most of these, aren't there? Like, A can't be the liar. Because that would make B the liar too. So it's either B or C.
I think your initial instinct was right about C. You want to go with him?
Oh, hold on. No, because if he's lying, then that means B is also. Well, no, it doesn't. Yeah, let's say C's lying. If not, it's B.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
The liar here is C. A and C split your dinner and each ate half. The answer becomes clear when you realize that if A is lying, B must be lying as well. The same thing happens when you assume that B is the liar. Therefore, the only possible answer is that C is lying, a scenario that only works if C actually did eat some of the fish.
Yeah, that is true, because if B was lying, then A would have been lying too. That was my initial train, and I hopped off it tired.
Well, you took care of that one in a hurry, didn't you? And here I thought that you were just another well-dressed city slacker. Or slicker. You showed me. Well, I believe one good turn deserves another, so why not let me take a look at your fortune? No, this isn't good. When is it ever good with you? I see a series of inauspicious events occurring during your stay in St. Mystere. Watch your step.
I mean, she's right.
Television. Where would it go?
Luke.
As long as you remain in St. Mystere, each day will be plagued with a heavy, unshakable sadness. But good luck toughing it out.
That's dark.
It must be a drag having to keep up your investigation all through the night. How about a puzzle break to take the edge off? I've got just the puzzle for a night like this. Monster. 20 picarats. I remember this one. Oh no, the town is in grave peril. As you read this, a fearsome monster is launching an attack on St. Mystere. Ward off the beast by stabbing it in the eye, and for goodness' sake, hurry.
The moon.
Yep.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Well done. It seems the fiend was hiding in the night sky. You certainly gave it what for. You sure devoured that puzzle. Seeing as it's getting late, I should warn you both about the kidnapper that's been sneaking about town. Make sure you don't get snatched up walking around St. Mystere. That'd be a grade A shame. Ha ha ha. Oh wow, he looks more angry than usual.
A little bit.
Ah! I can't sleep because of this stupid puzzle. I've been tossing and turning for hours. I'm going to lose it for real this time if I don't figure it out. Yeah. Find a star, 30 picarats. A star the same shape and size as the one shown on the right is hidden somewhere in this picture. Trace its outline below. Oh my. Oh, I found it.
Yeah, go ahead and circle it, or trace it. Clever.
I think I've got it. Professor, I've solved it.
Doesn't spotting a star earn you a free wish? No. Hey! Why'd you have to go and tell me the answer? I've been thinking up an answer for days now and you just go and ruin it. Thanks a lot, you jerk. Oh, sorry for blowing up on you there, Pally. That was rotten of me.
What a jerk.
Layton, you really have an unhealthy obsession, you know that? How many chimneys you going to find hint coins in?
Yeah, can you imagine him just climbing up people's houses and reaching down their chimneys for coins?
Must find hint coins.
The dude just like he's an archaeologist, he's good at puzzles, he can scale buildings in a single bound. Like, fucking weird, man.
Oh, that seems to connect to that one. Still don't feel like we have enough pieces.
I don't think so, yeah.
Oh, those two go together. And those ones go together. And it looks like I've got this lopsided.
And actually, that might go at the top corner somewhere.
What, you mean it's upside down?
I think it might be. Just something about it strikes me as being upside down. And oh, hold on. The white parts of those kind of lined up a little bit, but no, that's an edge piece, so... But...
try throwing these other pieces in there. Well, those two go together.
I mean, we'll figure more out later.
Our investigation continues even as night falls upon St. Mystere. We were on our way to the cafe through the passage below the clock tower when we bumped into Gerard, who's in a bit of a bind. He says he dropped something of great value near the park, but is scared of venturing out in the night alone. As I always tell Luke, a gentleman's first duty is to help those around him, so we've offered to aid in the search. Deke pointed us in Beatrice's direction, as she was the one who actually found Gerard's lost watch. Poor Deke really was in a bind when we found him. Though terrified of being out in the dark, he refused to go home until he solved a puzzle that was bothering him. I suppose we should pay Beatrice a visit. Beatrice mentioned that Ramon frequents a small cafe in town and that we might be able to find him there. She also handed Gerard's lost watch over to us. As soon as we return it to its owner, we can get back to our investigation in a timely manner. With Gerard's watch returned, we are finally free to return to our investigation of Ramon's disappearance. I must admit that I'm feeling a bit weary and do hope we will find him at the cafe. Oh, there's no one around here. Oh, but this door's open.
Huh.
I didn't want to leave. Damn it, why is that little sign so close to the door? It's a hidden puzzle. It looked like those are just slabs of meat hanging from his ceiling fan. Tetrahedron Trial, 10 Picarats. The image below is of a tetrahedron that has been disassembled so that each of its 4 faces lie flat. Which of the triangles should you insert in place of the question mark, so that when the tetrahedron is put together, both the red and blue lines continue unbroken from one face to the next? I'm not sure what it means.
You're not?
What does it mean by continuing unbroken from one face to the next?
Well, which one completes the pattern here? Like,
Well, none of these 4 options really have an answer that would fit with this red line here going into it. Because if it were to continue going straight, then...
it doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But if they don't have to keep going in the same path, then...
They just have to meet up at the up a corner there.
Oh, okay. So we just need to find one that meets...
I think it's C.
Yeah, that... Oh no, it looks like B could work too.
Yeah, it could. B's a little closer, I think. So let's go with B.
Yeah, I think the thing that we are not looking at here is these beige colored lines in the back.
Oh yeah.
Because this long line here is on this one in the right spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, here's my guess.
Oh, that's wrong?
Oh, I was sure I had it.
I guess try C.
How does this sound?
Okay, it's correct.
Professor, I've solved it.
I still don't know why it's correct. Okay, I guess that long line was in the right spot. Oh wait, no. Those long lines are in every spot. Never mind. That's an illusion.
Okay.
Okay, well I guess let's talk to this guy. Hey, what do you want? Start jawing so I can get back to dinner. So I suppose you haven't seen Ramon, the servant from Rainhold Manor, have you? Of course I've seen him. He's kind of hard to miss with those huge purple lips. But I haven't seen him today. Now if you haven't noticed, I'm in the middle of important business here. Can you leave me alone now? Of course. Please excuse the interruption. Hey, what do you want? Oh, this to repeat the entire cutscene? Really? Okay, that was an accident. I didn't mean to click there. I meant to click the shoe. Oh well, into the cafe we go. Professor, there's a puzzle hidden here. How many glasses? 20 picarots. On the top row of the picture shown below, you have 3 cups of juice followed by 3 empty cups. Your objective is to change things around so that the cups are arranged as shown in the bottom row of the picture. Assuming you can only move 1 cup at a time and that all rearrangement has to be done by hand, how many cups will you have to pick up? That's pretty simple. Yeah, I already figured it out.
Is it 4?
Nope. Luke, stop looking for puzzles in booze bottles. Nope.
I don't know.
I don't know, I guess it's just one of those puzzles that's really easy for me.
Yeah.
Only one.
Really?
Yep, you just pick up this glass and pour its contents into that one. Then you put it back.
Okay. Well, I'm also insanely tired. So my brain just isn't working today.
You're always tired.
What? Not this tired. I've been waking up really early.
Professor, I've solved it.
Last 3 days in a row. So.
Let's go find more puzzles. Do you have a set schedule that you try and sleep by?
No.
That'd probably help you get to sleep better and sleep for the right amount of time.
I'm not able to keep one normally.
You know it takes time to get used to a sleep cycle, right?
Well, no, because of the way my sleep works, it's not able to be consistent. Since I'm disabled, I don't expend that much energy because I can't properly move around as much. Also, can you turn the game volume down a little bit? It is really loud.
On your end?
Yeah.
How's that?
That's better. I was getting to the point where I couldn't think. Because of that, I normally end up having to stay up for 18 hours to actually fall asleep. And then I can sleep anywhere between 6 and 8 hours. If I sleep more than 6, then that pushes the next time I sleep back by however long I slept.
You think that maybe there are other things that are interfering with your sleep? Like maybe you're staring at screens for too long, or you're eating right before you go to bed?
No, not really. Screens don't really affect me at all.
Okay. Let's go find more puzzles. Oh, fancy meeting you here. I've got a doozy of a puzzle right now. It's harder to crack than a coconut. And who knows, it might even have something to do with the case you're investigating right now. So what do you say? Help a fellow Detective Al, will you, brother? That's all very interesting, but I do believe there's been a mistake here. I'm no detective, you see. Say no more. Undercover and all that then, yes? Very well, but I know a fellow sleuth when I see one. Us being in the same trade and all, I suppose it couldn't hurt if I let you have a look at this puzzle. And I can speak from experience about the difficulty of cracking open a coconut. Get out the fucking hammer and a screwdriver. Okay. 10 per cross. The town barbers. Well, this is an easy one. A certain town has only 2 barbers in it. There aren't any other towns nearby, so everyone who lives there gets their hair cut by one of these 2 stylists. Looking at these 2 fine gentlemen, which one would you go to for a haircut?
I mean, the obvious... Oh. A.
Yep.
I think I've got it. Professor, I've solved it.
That's right, everyone in the village gets their hair cut by one of these 2 barbers. This includes the 2 barbers themselves. Because people don't usually cut their own hair, the stylist with the butchered haircut is probably the more skilled of the 2. Oh, you've done it! You've solved that monster of a riddle. Simply astounding, even I couldn't do it. Oh, it wasn't that difficult. But on a more important subject, have you heard word from Ramon lately? Was that you saying, good sir? You want to solve more puzzles? Alright, Then here's a gem of a tip. Go visit Granny Riddleton's shack. That's all I can say. My detective's instinct tells me that another case is developing as we speak. I must take my leave now, but perhaps I'll see you again tomorrow. Man, you are so useless.
Yeah.
Teach the butcher of hair how to actually cut hair properly. I was just about to talk about why is he even still in business? If he butchers everyone's hair, he wouldn't last a week.
Unless people don't care.
Oh there, I've never seen your mug in here before. What'll it be, pal? Oh, I'm not ordering anything. I actually just came by to inquire about a certain matter. Not here for the special then, huh? Well, what do you want to know? No one has seen or heard from Ramon, the servant at Reinhold Manor, since this afternoon. We've looked about everywhere, to no avail. It's like he just vanished from St. Mystere. While talking with Crouton earlier, he mentioned a strange old man who is said to lurk around the village. Do you perchance know anything about such an individual? An old man? Oh right, that old rumor. So you have heard of him before. If you have any information, anything at all, please share it with us. You're not from here, are you? Thing is, I can't have you spreading crazy rumors about St. Mystere to the outside world now, can I? Of course, if you are a puzzle lover, then maybe, just maybe, I could find it in me to trust you. Whoa, I see you've solved 30 puzzles. Alright then, here's an earful for you. I know a fellow who swears up and down that he saw a strange old geezer skittering about town. The fellow I know is prosciutto?
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto?
Yeah, it's a type of cheese.
Prosciutto. He's a wee one, but he's got the appetite of a wolverine. Do you know where I might find this prosciutto? Can't say for sure, but at this hour, well, he's probably at home snacking on something. His house is on the road that winds up north from here. Why don't you go and pay that walking icebox a visit? You know, I didn't intend it at first, but after a while, voicing him kind of turned into Yajirobe. Oh, I wasn't done talking to him. I want to talk to him again, see if there's anything else to say. Prosciutto's house sits on the road that winds up north from here. You ought to go pay that walking icebox a visit. Okay, there's nothing else to say. Hey, what do you want? Start jawing so I get back to dinner. I heard from a fellow at the cafe that you witnessed a strange old man prowling about town. Could I ask you for a more detailed account of what you saw? Ah, okay. I think it was something like 4 days ago. I was on my way home from the market when I saw this creepy guy sneaking around. So I took a closer look, right? I wanted to make sure he didn't get clean out of the butcher before I got there. He didn't clean out the butcher. Up close, it was some spooky old guy with a huge snack. I yelled at him, but the geezer just bolted. I was all like, man, look at Graham's bust a move. I think that weirdo is the one who's been kidnapping people. If you're gonna be out at night, watch yourself, you hear? Interesting. So I suppose you haven't seen remote. Oh, this is the same thing as before. Oh gosh, sorry, Professor. It's not that the investigation is boring me or anything, I'm just a little sleepy. It's gotten late. Let's report our findings to everyone at the mansion and wrap things up for the day. Professor, look over there. Oh my gosh, is that Ramon?
Luke, sir, hold it there.
Right behind you.
My word.
Oh no, we've lost him. Luke, you saw that too, didn't you? No doubt about it, that was Ramon. Does that mean that the kidnapper killed Ramon too? Ah! Steady there, Luke. I think we'd do well to return to the site of Ramon's abduction. The kidnapper may have left a clue behind, you see. Right, lead on, Professor. We need to go sweep the site of Ramon's abduction for clues. You're absolutely right, Professor. Professor, look at this.
A gear.
This appears to be identical to the item recovered from the crime scene at Reinhold Manor. Do you think it might help us find who is responsible for both crimes? Perhaps. At any rate, our first priority is to report our findings to Lady Dahlia. Come, Luke, back to the manor. After witnessing Ramon's abduction, the professor and Luke returned to the manor to report their findings. We have urgent news. Ramon has been abducted. What? Who? How? I must inform Madame at once. Madam, something terrible has happened. So are you saying that Ramon has also been involved in some kind of foul play? Were you going to say something, Kaze?
No.
No. No, we can't be sure of that yet. However, time is of the essence. We must organize a search to locate him post-haste. Mr. Layton, what's the meaning of all this? Why do you insist on whipping the town up into a frenzy? The situation has changed recently, Inspector. We saw Ramon being abducted in town. I'm afraid you may have a serial murder case on your hands. We must rally the people of St. Mystere and organize a search. Mr. Layton, last time I checked, this was my case, not yours. It's too late to start looking tonight. We'll organize the search first thing in the morning. We've no time to debate whether or not to wake a few sleepy villagers. While we sit here bickering, poor Ramon may already be... Everyone, your attention, please. Honestly, Matthew, can't you see we're busy right now? What is it? My sincerest apologies, madam, but it's Ramon. He's returned. Returned? But... Yes, after the professor honored us with a visit, I went to the market to do the shopping. Why do you ask? Just what is going on here? There you have it, Layton. Now will you finally leave the detective work to the detective? But we saw it. We saw it happen right before our eyes. Ramon, don't you remember any of this? That's enough, Luke. But, no, he was... I must apologize, Inspector Chomey. It was dark out, and it seems that I was mistaken in what I saw. Now, if you'll excuse us, it's been a very long day, and I do believe we could all use a little rest. I certainly agree. The last thing I need is some drowsy scholar creating a panic in the village. Well, good night to you all then.
Well.
No matter how I try, I just can't seem to find that special someone. Tell me, Professor, what does an eligible bachelor like myself have to do to find a girl? I had an epiphany the other day. I think the reason I'm alone is because I can't solve this puzzle. Oh, how I've tried to solve it, but no matter how many nights I spend pondering it, the answer eludes me. Please help me, Professor. I don't want to spend the rest of my life talking to my stuffed animals. Okay, then.
Alright.
If you want to cut the piece of paper shown in diagram 1 into 2 pieces and then reassemble them to form a rectangle, all you have to do is cut the paper as shown in diagram 2. However, in order to assemble the pieces as shown in diagram 2, you need to flip one of the pieces over before putting them together. Where should you cut the paper if you want to turn the paper in diagram 1 into a rectangle without flipping either of your 2 pieces?
Huh. Can you only cut once?
I got it. I know where the cut goes. And yes, it only takes one cut.
I think I might still be too tired to come up with a solution right now.
You want me to just do it?
Yeah. I mean, it's technically not one cut.
It doesn't cut the paper into more than 2 pieces.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been able to get that unless I was like super awake, I think.
That should do it. Every puzzle has an answer.
Oh joy, I'm positively tingling with excitement. With that puzzle solved, I'm sure I'll find a bride in no time. She does. Look at me, sir. My shoes cost a month's lodging, yet no one wants to marry this handsome, rich bachelor. What am I doing wrong? Tell me the truth, Professor. Is it my hat? It's something that rhymes with that. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure there are plenty of women who like men your, build. Although maybe not in this particular time period. Who knows? Inspector Chomi and Madam have already retired for the night. Ramon is likely off to the cafe. You've had a very hard day, Professor. Do try and get some rest. Good night, sir. No puzzles? wonder if we really did just mistake what we saw on the street. No, I'm certain that it was Ramon. When we saw him, there wasn't the slightest hint of life in him. He may have lost consciousness, but how odd that he should return healthy as can be an hour later. Stranger still is the fact that he seems to have no memory of what we saw happen to him. It's so peculiar. Plus, Ramon wasn't even the first. Lots of people seem to have had the same experience. Any other village would be in a panic over something like this, but Saint Mystere... Well, it's peculiar, that's all. There is something very peculiar about this whole town. Yes, in most places no one would stand for this, but we've seen that Saint Mystere is anything but normal. Yes, don't you worry. I'll let him know. Oh, hello there. There was a phone call for you. It was from an Inspector Ches something or other. From Inspector Chelmy? He just kept saying that it was urgent and that you should meet him at Reinhold Manor at once. He probably wants to talk about what happened yesterday. Maybe so. We won't know until we get there, though. Come, Luke. I don't think we're gonna find any more hint coins in an area unless it looks different. We were able to find more hint coins in the streets at night, but we weren't able to find any more at the Reinhold Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looked the same. There you are, Professor. Would you help it go out? I've got something here I'd like you to look at. I've made this darling sandwich from my special lunchbox, but the silly thing is too big. Can you make it fit?
What?
The odd sandwich, 20 picarats. Using scraps left over from your breakfast, you've managed to cobble together a rather oddly shaped sandwich. How many times must you cut the sandwich in order to make it fit neatly in the container?
It doesn't look like you have to cut it at all, honestly. It kind of looks like it'll fit in as it is, don't it?
Well, I don't think that's the point. I think they want us to turn it into a rectangle.
Humor me and put 0.
Okay.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I suppose I thought wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had to turn it into a rectangle. Ah! I know how to do it. Yeah, I figured it out.
Yeah, you go ahead then.
Here. See?
Oh, yeah.
That should do it. Critical thinking is the key to success.
This puzzle was a snap once you see how the sandwich's protruding edges fit together. Oh, Professor, you're just the cleverest. Thanks for helping me figure this out. Simple chair, where would it go?
Layton. I love how you solve a puzzle and she just hands you a chair.
Running around the village all day must tuck around even a big, strong man such as yourself. But fret not, Mama Beatrice is just the cure. I'll be awaiting your return tonight with a hot meal.
Alright.
Looks like you fellows are getting used to Saint Mystere. But stay sharp. Believe you me, you'll be buried in all sorts of difficult puzzles before you can shout Staschenskarfen. By now I'm sure you've realized that you can retry the puzzles you failed to solve, eh? However, have you noticed how some puzzles just seem to vanish before you can get back to them? That's right, you see, that's the way it is with some things in life. Once they're gone, they're gone. For good! But rest at ease, you two. Those puzzles you thought had vanished have merely moved elsewhere. You must seek out Granny Riddleton's shack. It's a strange old building, so it should be easy enough to spot. But don't get sloppy just because you know how to retry puzzles now. There's no honor in laziness. Now that you've got the lowdown on puzzles in town, let me throw a puzzle your way to keep you sharp.
They're like extra obsessed with making sure that you grab puzzles you haven't done yet.
Yeah, the Lazy Guard, 30 Picras. The local oh god, I remember this puzzle. The local museum has an exhibit that spans 9 rooms as shown in the diagram below. The entrance to the complex is marked by A and the exit is marked by B. The security guard on duty is a bit of a loafer and wants to walk each room of the exhibit while turning as few times as possible. What is the fewest number of turns he can make while still visiting every room? As an example, the diagram below shows a course that involves 6 turns. Yeah, I remember this puzzle, and the answer is so stupidly simple.
Is it just 6?
No. It is definitely less than that.
Is it 2? No, I wouldn't get every...
I give you a hint. The shape of the example is misleading you. It's narrowing your train of thought.
Is it 0?
What? No.
Because I'm thinking he could visit the rooms but walk sideways to them and not turn.
That would still involve a turn in his direction. Not necessarily in his facing. Yeah, I already have the path that he would take in my head. Yeah, I've already got it all figured out.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, it's like this. And this is gonna blow a lot of your minds if you don't know the answer already.
I was right. I thought it might be that, but I couldn't figure out the actual proper number.
Yep, 3 turns.
See, I was still fixating on 4, so I was not coming up with the quite fastest route.
There we go.
What? You said there we go. Why is that incorrect?
I suppose I thought wrong.
I went through every room.
Unless the first turn also counts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, now you start here. You walk in a straight line. Oh, let me clear that. Straight line to here that takes you through 4 rooms. Just in that line alone. Then you turn once to get to here. Turn a second time to get to here. And then turn a third time to walk straight for the exit.
Input 4.
Luke, here's my answer.
Nope.
Really?
Frankly, I'm ashamed.
So what is it then? Do you want to use a hint coin?
Pay no mind to the sample path shown on the screen. Here's an additional hint for you. Nowhere within the problem does it say the guard can only enter each room once. It's okay for your path to move back to a previously visited room. Yeah,
That doesn't help us at all.
want to use another coin?
Yeah.
We've got 69 of them. Has the layout of the rooms and the sample path shown made you feel like all your turns need to be 90 degrees? God damn.
That doesn't help.
It might. I've already found a solution that's as low as 3 turns. Is there a way to do it all in 2?
Yeah, there is. Because you can draw the line in a way that you go from A to the bottom right corner. And it doesn't intersect. And then you go straight up and then go down to B.
Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah.
Oh, so I had the right idea before, just... okay.
Yeah, you were turning too early. That's all.
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Why we gotta get a puzzle about a dude trying to speedrun his garden path? Like...
Since the example shows the guard turning right angles to go from room to room, it's easy to assume that your solution works the same way even though that's not the case. Now that's what I like to see. Seems the training I've been giving you has paid off. No need to thank me. Anywho, be seeing you around. Desk, where will it go?
Luke. Luke's running through equals.
If you really want to understand Saint Mystère, you'll need to search the village thoroughly. Good luck, fellows. You'll need it. Ah, okay. It's not gonna let us sidetrack a little bit this time. Hey, Professor. Looking busy as usual, yep. Oh, I've got this puzzle I just can't figure out on my own here. Can you lend me your thinking cap? Sorry, sir. The hat stays on. Cut which one? 30 picarats. Below are 6 linked rings. They may look like a tangled mess, but there is one ring that, if cut away, would leave the remaining 5 rings connected end to end in a long chain. Which one must you cut in order to make the chain? Well, I can already see that F is going to be the end of the chain.
Yeah.
It's only connected to E.
And B isn't connected to E at all.
C is connected to E and B.
D is connected to E, B, and B. Huh.
It wouldn't exactly be just a link of chain if something was connected to 3 other links.
Yeah.
So do we have to cut out D? Then it would form a chain from F, E, C, B, and A.
I guess give it a shot.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yep, got it.
Every puzzle has an answer.
I remember that puzzle being way, way harder when I last played this. Ah, so that's how you do it, yeah? I can finally rest at night. This thing was bugging me for days. Let me tell you something neat. And by neat, I mean really terrifying. The thing is that I've actually seen that old man with the big sack coming out of that tower up north. I bet you dollars to donuts that he's the one behind all these disappearances. I wonder what he does up there. Wait, no, I don't even want to think about it. It's just too scary. Bio of books. Where would it go?
Layton.
Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away, yep. Still no luck finding the villain? What an odd world we live in. Well, you know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Speaking of fiction, I just thought up this little gem. Please give me your honest feedback on it. How many sheets? 40 picarots. Several rectangular sheets of transparent film are arranged on top of each other as shown. The lines represent areas where one sheet overlaps with another. At the thickest point of this pile, how many sheets are overlapping? Well, there appears to be 7 individual sheets. So 7's the maximum possible answer.
I think the answer is 5.
Where at?
It's basically impossible for me to show you, but it's dead center, slightly to the left.
Like here?
Yeah.
That would be all but these 2 on the far right.
Yeah.
5 sounds like a reasonable answer.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yep, right on.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Yay.
Beautiful work, but I think the puzzles I write into my next novel will be even harder than that one. If you have time, stop by later. I'm sure to have an utterly fascinating puzzle prepared for you by then.
Why is she putting puzzles in her novel?
Maybe he's writing a puzzle book or a mystery novel. Oh, a biography of Professor Layton. Okay, anything we've missed? Nope. What's that on the ground? It looks like a scrap of notepaper. What's it say, Luke? Well, let's see here. It's just terrible. Lady Violet has an awful case of the flu and hasn't left her bed for days. I'm no doctor, so I can't think of any way to help her. Oh, what to do, what to do. Lady Violet. Oh, this journal must be talking about Baron Reinhold's first wife. My heart is heavy as I write these words. The loss of his wife has completely crushed the boss. If only there was something I could do to help. He walks around looking like he's had the wind knocked out of him. And that's the end. Gosh, whoever wrote this must have cared an awful lot for the Baron and his family. Hey there, Professor. I bet you're here to solve my puzzle. I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, of course I'm right. The longest path, 50 Pekrats. Two boys are playing a game in which the goal is to take the longest route possible from point A to point B as shown on the map below. The only rule is that no section of road can be traversed more than once. What course should they take in order to cover the longest distance possible between point A and point B? That's the longest I can come up with. If you divide this map into 4x4 squares, then my path is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 18 squares long.
What if... I got a longer one. I think mine's 22.
Okay.
Go left all the way, down to just before B, right, right, right,
Oh,
up,
I see the path.
yeah,
Let's see. 4, 7, 10, 11, 13, 14, 17, 20, 24. Wow. Yeah, all that's missing is 5 tiny strips of, or 6 tiny strips of road. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tiny strips of road. But there'd be no way to incorporate those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's try it.
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
Good job.
Yay.
Bang up job there, Professor. Even that puzzle didn't faze you, huh? Yeah.
Apparently not.
I think I was overcomplicating things. I was trying to make it a more complicated shape.
Yeah.
Of course not. You're a pro. Yep, you're a real piece of work, Prof. You know that? Of course you do. You're a scholar, after all. Okay, let me look at that painting. Hi, Kratos. Okay.
Well, we're still missing one corner anyway, so...
We are still missing a corner, but doesn't that just mean... I mean, if this side here is indeed vertical, then it feels like maybe this part is vertical too. I need to rotate this again. Because if these two corners didn't connect to either of these sides, then one of them should have connected to this corner down here, but they don't. So these either go on the floor or the ceiling of this painting. Wait, how did I do that? Oh. I can send them back like that. I really want to solve this puzzle.
I mean, we literally can't.
I know. But I at least wanted to get everything into a place where the rest would be easily assembled.
It has the gizmos.
Looks like we're only missing one piece.
Yeah.
The cafe owner Crumb was extremely helpful. He told us where we can find a man who had a run-in with the aged kidnapper. This witness lives just north of the cafe. I hope against hope that Ramon is merely off somewhere napping, but I have a dreadful feeling that the worst has happened. In any case, I must talk to this prosciutto?
Yeah, prosciutto.
To our shock, we stumbled across the very kidnapper we were investigating just as he nabbed Ramon and dashed off. We tried to report our findings to the inspector forthwith, but just as we were about to reveal our findings, to our bewilderment, Ramon returned home. Just what is going on here? Today marks our second day in St. Mystere, and I was secretly hoping I'd start the day off properly with a little tea, but no such luck. We've been summoned to Vinehold Manor and must hurry over to meet the inspector before he loses patience. Mysteries. Rumbling Tower. Walking the streets of St. Mystere at night, occasionally a thunderous rumbling fills the air. The noise is rumored to come from the tower, but no one in town seems to know the origin of the sound. Villagers claim that the noise has increased in frequency as of late. Ramon. When Layton and Luke finally tracked down Ramon, they were shocked to see him being kidnapped by an old man. Shortly thereafter, Ramon returned to the mansion with no memory of ever being abducted or stuffed into a sack. What's happened to Ramon's memory? So 8 mysteries and not one of them has been solved.
Yep.
This seems... This seems like another puzzle that needs to wait until close to the end of the game before we can work on.
Yeah. And I think for here we should probably call it a night.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Because we literally doubled the puzzles, so...
Did we seriously exactly double the puzzles?
Yeah, we had 32.
What are the odds of that happening?
I kind of timed it, like, intentionally. I didn't want to bring up finishing it till we had done at least 30 more. And then at that point, just 2 more would have doubled it, so why not?
Well, let's see.
Because if we do at least 30 a night, then that limits the game to 5 streams. So...
Well, if we did 32 a night, then it would be 5 streams. Well, a lot less than 5 streams, but we have other puzzles to solve besides the main ones. Like the painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see. 64 divided by 135. That puts our progress at 47%.
Is there only 135?
Yeah, we figured that out when we looked at our completed save file.
No, I thought there was 150 for some reason.
No, 135. And I think the second game has something like 300. But me and Tyler never finished the second game.
Actually, that might... We might be able... If we do a long 4th stream, we could do it in 4 streams.
Well, I need to update the schedule.
Yeah.
And I have to work 3 8-hour shifts in a row this weekend.
Ew.
Starting tomorrow.
Ew.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be streaming on Sunday night. I will be streaming Chrono Trigger tomorrow night. And Monday will probably be our next Professor Layton. Because I don't work Tuesdays, so I can stay up as late as I want that night.
I think you already have it listed as Layton. Yeah, you do.
Do I have Monday listed?
Yeah, at 9 p.m.
Oh. I didn't think I had anything for next week listed. Okay. Nah, never mind then. I still need to update it though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's gonna be the end of today's stream. Hope you all had fun. I hope I reminded you of a puzzle. Yep, 7 hours and 3 minutes.
Not too bad.
Yep, so, see you all tomorrow night. Good night.
Bye.